Jeff Blankman talking today with Chandler Hagen and Josh Tigges from the Kuemper boys cross-country team out here at the state qualifying meet at Swan Lake. We'll talk with Chandler first here on my left. Chandler, finishing up 8th today. How'd you feel like you got off to the start today?
Well, I got off really strong and just tried to stay out of the initial kind of pack over there. And then just tried to make it to that first big hill because I knew it had been out over there.
Were you able to do that?
Yeah, I was able to stay, I think, out about 4th or 5th for most of the race. So, and then just in the ending sprint, we had a little pack together and came out 8th, so happy with it.
How big was the pack there at the beginning, running kind of out at the front?
Out at the front, I'd say there's probably 10 to 20 people just right there. I mean, everyone was pretty close, but there's about 10 to 20, and then it thinned out over time. So,
where did you feel like it started to thin the most?
There's kind of like a little double hill over there by the road, and so after that first flat part, the first hill thinned out, then the second hill is when it kind of, the position sort of solidified for most of the race.
Did you follow your strategy pretty well today coming in?
I think I did. We've run this course so many times, we know exactly where everything is. It's a bit muddy, but it was a really nice day out to run. So,
where was the muddy spot?
The muddy spots in the back part, I guess over in the woods area. There's a bunch of, I just guess, where people have run before. Now it's all mud and no grass, so there's not really anything to grip with when you're running up hills and stuff. So,
how'd you feel like you attacked the muddy areas today?
I felt pretty good. I had the spikes on, so those helped a lot, but I think I was ready for it because we've had some in practice, and overall it was just a normal day at Swan Lake. So, did
you feel like you handled the little hills here today pretty well?
I think so. You just kind of take them one at a time. Try to keep with someone else so they don't get too far away from you up a hill or down a hill. So,
you talked about the finish in the sprint. A couple of guys got you there. Where did you feel like you needed to kick to be able to have that strong finish?
I was planning on striding out down the initial hill we go up. We come back down it on the opposite side of the road, and I guess just I need to stride out a bit more. There was about a half mile left, and I was planning on striding out there, and I just never got to as fast as I probably wanted to. So,
okay, 8th place today qualifies you for state. What's the plan to get ready for Fort Dodge next week?
Ready for Fort Dodge is have some of the guys that finished behind me today help me out and get me ready for it.
How will you do that? How will you have guys like Josh who are getting ready to talk to you help push you?
Oh, I mean, all season long they've been out there pushing me, and I mean, if one guy's not feeling it, the other guy comes and kind of steps up to do it. So it's been a great season, and I couldn't have gotten here without the rest of my team.
Well, I tell you what, Chandler, I appreciate you joining us here today. Congratulations, and we'll probably see you up there in Fort Dodge next weekend.
Thank you.
Chandler Hagen again with the Kuemper Knights. Let's talk now with Josh Tigges, who took 2nd for the Knights here today on the team. How did you feel at the beginning of the race today?
I felt really good. I felt like I got my best start of the year. Little problem getting out, going up the hill. It was a little muddy, but overall, I stayed where I wanted to, and I did pretty well.
What was your strategy coming into today? What did you want to do?
I knew coming in could have been my last race, so I wanted to start out strong and stay strong. I think I started out in about 11th, 10th, and I finished about 16th, so I was really happy with that.
Were you hoping top 20, or were you thinking you could get top 10 today?
Coming into the meet, I knew top 10 would have been a little hard, but I wanted to get top 20 for sure. It was a major goal.
Did you have a time in mind that you were aiming for?
If I could break 18, I really wanted to, but at this course, our times really rise more than they should, but it's fine.
What is it about this course that makes those times rise a little bit?
I think the feeling of going in the woods and having all those hills in the back really escalates the times, especially with the mud. It really made it harder.
Where did you feel like you were at your best today?
At the beginning. I really started out really strong. I didn't really want to get too far behind right away, so I wanted to make sure I got out fast.
Was the hills or the muddy areas the toughest for you today?
Yes. Without spikes, it was really hard for me. I had to really slow down and kind of take it easy, otherwise I would fall. But overall, it didn't overly matter. I thought it did pretty well. You
stayed in that front pack for a while today. Where did you kind of start to lose those front maybe 10, 12 guys?
Once we got to the top of the major hill, they started to break away going downhill and then going uphill, but I stayed with them. I caught back up once we started to go on the major downhill to the finish.
Take this season as a whole. What did you think of your senior year? Where did you feel like you were at your best?
It was a fun year. It was really great to do it with these guys. I thought at the best it was either here I think it was here. I had fun. That's really what mattered. I did well, and I really just wanted to make sure I supported all my teammates and made sure they had fun too.
So how will you try to push Chandler now for next week?
I'm really going to push him hard because I'm going to try to stay ahead. I'm really going to make sure I stay in front of him and make sure he has to stay with me. But don't want to work him too hard. He still needs to run well. So just the first few days I'm working pretty hard.
I tell you what, Josh, appreciate you joining us here today. Great job out here today at the state qualifying meet.
Thank you very much.